back in '86 with the thing drawn. Hit the window. First thing she heard was the glass breaking.
What's going on? It's your boy Jay Black, AK Black, man. I'm here. I'm here today. I'm feeling good. Is you feeling good? Shake my hand. Hold on. I appreciate that. We got one. Joe versus Franchise. Average Joe versus Franchise went down on URLTV.tv. Born Legacy Supreme, the surprise battle of the night. Two up-and-comers out of the PGs. Franchise and Joe. I've seen Joe work before. I've seen Franchise work before. So it was nice to see them come together and make this battle happen. It was pretty good. Pretty good. In terms of visuals, the visuals, you know, were okay at best. Could have been better. I get it. They're taken directly from the pay-per-view stream, so I kind of get that part. But we got to keep up to that look, you know. Y'all had a really good product look back then, and it's not the same. Just saying. Just saying. I'm giving this battle. The Blackheads are back, by the way. I see you. Listen, I pay attention to y'all. The Blackheads are back. I'm giving this 3.3 J Blackheads out of 5.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
3.3 J Blackheads out of 5. I thought they did work. Few things I didn't like, and one thing I want to say is this. Joe, you're not going to like this review. Franchise, you're not going to like this review because this is my first time seeing y'all. First time, not first time seeing y'all, first time being able to critique y'all. Somebody over there, URL made perfect sense. They was on one of the radio stations. Probably was Beasley. He said that they don't get to, you know, groom or build up their talent without everyone watching and critiquing them heavy. So in the PGs, I leave y'all alone. I leave y'all alone in the PGs. But was this a PG battle? No, you are mine. I am going to take your soul. You guys are finished. You're done. I'm about to nitpick y'all to death. Pick apart every part of y'all around. And the thing is, everyone has been through this, you know what I mean? From the Surfs to Danny's to Clips to John and Don. I've been here for years now, people. I've given heavy critiques to John. Ask John. That's why I label myself the John the hater. He knows this. Adam and yeah, Jay Black's been talking about me since 2012. Everybody has gone through this Jay Black process, so you guys are not new. I think this is a good thing. Y'all gonna love it. I thought the first round from Joe and Franchise was really good. You know, they showed that they're hungry, that they deserve to be here, and they're ready to put in work. I loved it. Franchise, especially in the first, the way he came out. No lacking. No lacking. No lacking. The Mojo Jojo bar. Fire. I'm not about to read off every bar like, you know, oh, did you catch Sabrina's cat? Yeah, I saw an episode or two of Sabrina back in the day. I know that her cat was black. I get it. I get it. We ain't go through every bar. You know what I mean? The chicken. I'm known for the chicken. See, the Breaking Bad scheme was cool, but the nugget for me was, you know, I'm known for the chicken like Gus Franks. Paying attention to detail, Franchise. I loved it. Rape victim. I see where you're going with it. Fire bar. The one that I liked, that I feel like they wasn't giving too much love for, that he did in the first. The one that I loved that he did in the first was the plunge. Look at the plunge, just clogged up. I thought that was fire. I replayed the Mojo Jojo bar and the toe like it's clogged up bar. Fire. Franchise, you look hungry. Literally and figuratively speaking. I see it. You want to be on URL for the future card, the next card. You want to be on every card. You want that push that they speak about. You want that, don't you? I see you. I see you. Silencer on it. Look like she's trying to like she's trying to put her makeup on. Oh, you got mad that they stopped you? That's franchise. Chill out. Chill out, chill. That's a good bar for them to stop you on. That's a great way to close out the round. What are you doing? Great opening, great closing. You probably would have messed up your own closing if you probably said something else. Because I guarantee your next bar wasn't going to hit as hard as that. I guarantee your next bar wasn't going to hit as hard as the silencer on it. Great first round from franchise, especially going first. Joe now. I felt like Joe, after seeing what franchise did, you had to match in some way, and his bars did that. You know what I mean? I had to watch this battle twice to get my winner. Because, the first rounds, in a sense, it's debatable for a lot of people. Well, when I watch it the second time, I make sure it's not going to be debatable for me. That's why we're here, right? That's why we're here, right? The Kardashian opener from you, Joe, fire. Loved it. Loved it. The 5 rings like a dynasty, fire. Fire. Shotgun, take a handoff, draw play, fire. See, Joe knows exactly what he's doing with the punches. Can I label you a puncher? I think I have to label you a puncher because that's what you are. Joe, I appreciate your first round, but thank y'all for reaching out. It's some things that we got to speak about. If the first round is the deciding factor, this is the difference, the separation between franchise and Joe for me was the delivery. You know what I mean? And delivery and also rapping, getting to the punch. Like on paper, I love it. I love exactly what Joe is doing. But then you hear him say words like the handle. You know what I mean? That him going into that punch is fire. But the sound of it, the cadence of it, it's all gone. The rapping ability is not there. I got to be honest here. The punch is fire. The punch is fire. So when later on in the battle, when they speak on you just started watching battle rap, which you corrected, and I know. I paid attention to the interview. Shout out to Anger Fans Radio. Yet again, I paid attention to the whole interview, so I know exactly when you said you started. But it shows. It shows in your rapping ability. Now, franchise, where you going? Sit down. Don't make a move. Sit down. Franchise, where you going? You got some problems, too. I thought you won the first round, franchise, but you got some problems, too. You're too fast with it. Way too fast with it. You know what I mean? You see pizza down the block, you running towards it, and you're not stopping. Just no lacking, no lacking, no lacking, no lacking. The thing about top tiers, and y'all gonna make these mistakes when y'all come in the game. Obviously, this is it's your first born legacy. You know what I mean? So this has to be said. Let's just be honest. We can't just sit here and say, oh, this is a great battle, amazing battle. They both did good. No, this has to be said. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna make y'all problems. But top tiers, what do? Case in point, Charlie Clips, prepared Clips. He has gears that he's switching betweens. He can do the fast rapping, but then he can make some stuff suspenseful like this. And then I hit him with the, you know what I mean? For Joe and franchise, they have one gear. And they do that the entire way through. And I say this to a lot of new people. Y'all take offense to this, but it's a fact. You know what I mean? Whether you don't want to hear it or not, you got to implement that in your style at some point. You know what I mean? And again, I've said this to the Sue Surfs, Danny Myers, Clips, Jonathons, and you name it. You know what I mean? So everyone has its problem in the beginning. It's that simple. But anywho, diverting from the point, I gave franchise the first round. And I think the other 2 rounds weren't too debatable. The second round now, franchise, I love the Culture Vulture opening, him watching it 2 years, but you didn't dig too deep into it. They went right back into gun bars. So your round felt a little more short. You know what I mean? I understand they cut you off, but they cut you off in the first round, so supposedly, but you just didn't have the same amount of strong content as you did in the first. The material wasn't hitting that hard for me. One thing about Joe, in the second, he was more consistent. 21 Savage. Again, see again, the 21 Savage, Amber Alert, Amber Rose thing. On paper, thing is perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful. Joe is a puncher. He's a very dope puncher, you know what I mean? The white boy, Jay Black, fly with the Tech 9, that's champion. You tried to get some brownie points. I see you. A lot of these battle rappers are using champion bars now, people. I hope y'all not using champion bars to get brownie points, people. We not biased over here. Fire bar, though. Fire bar, I loved it. Thought it was dope. The 2-1 either way. I don't even do predictions. Turn them 2-1 either way. Even though Joe is a puncher, he definitely has a pen here, guys. He definitely has a pen here, guys. Now, URL, they had their stats up on the front. They said Joe had delivery. Obviously, that's a lie. No offense, Joe. Come on. Ask one of your friends that's not biased to your situation. They'll tell you Jay Black is right. They said Franchise had freestyle rebuttals. You know what I mean? When you put that as a strength, I got to see it. I felt like I didn't walk away with Franchise doing a heavy freestyle or rebuttal. You probably slipped the freestyle in here, but for that to be listed, something crazy has to happen or something really dope. I didn't see that. We can't give these guys false stats. Kyrie is not a dunker. That's not what he does every time he runs in. Listen, man, let me leave it alone. Third round now, so it's 1-1. And that's what they always do. They always do this. While in the building, everybody said it was 1-1, right? Got to the third, and that so to me, I thought Franchise clearly got the third. I'll say edge, but I gave the third round. I love his approach. And again, we as battle rap fans want to get to know you in some type of way. Same thing I said. See, I'm running the same criteria across the board. I'm not doing it for one particular battler or the second particular battler. I'm doing this for all of you. It's very clear. A reason we like Calico back in the day, because we got a sense of who he was, what he's about, what he's been through, what he hasn't been through. You know, you ain't gotta be the gotta. I want a little bit of your background, get to know you a little bit. I thought Franchise for the first half of his round did that. Now, one thing of being a good writer is being able to counter write, and I thought Joe had the perfect opportunity. Honestly, I don't know Franchise. Never met him, never tweeted him, never added him. I don't even know if I follow him. I probably follow you now. Never messaged him on Facebook. But half of the people that's paying attention knew that approach was coming. Because you were on the radio talking about when. I'm like, you giving away a round. When I heard that, I'm like, you just gave away a round. And Franchise did exactly that. He went into that. That was your perfect opportunity to counter right. Oh, I predicted you was going to talk. You know how Tay-Rock with the second round with Howard Don? Well, I predicted you was going to talk about Surf. I don't think that was a freestyle. I think he just, okay, this is what I got in the bag in case you do this. You got to learn how to do that too. This is what I got in the bag in case you do this. And you knew it was a strong possibility he was going to do that. What I'm saying is I got a strong sense of a feel of who or what Franchise portrays to be. Dope. I didn't really get that much from Joe. I just learned from this battle, which I knew from the last battles, that Joe was a great puncher. He knows what he's doing. The lines are there. The haymakers are there. But you got to add everything else. I'm just saying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I know they gave you a whole bunch of praise in the building. I get it. And then you come here, Jay Black is going in. This is a soft review. Let's be honest. Come on, watch my old work from 2012, 2013. Listen, I've gotten soft with old age a little bit. Soft. This is a soft one. This is to help y'all out. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you what. Because this is a surprise battle. This is the first time the masses get to see you in a lot. So by the second or third battle, they're gonna start complaining. I'm telling you what they're gonna complain about in the third battle. But Joe, I actually thought that it was funny in your third round. Yup, in my white tee, I thought that was hilarious and funny and a dope punch. I never really saw a punch like that. I gave the battle 2-1, first and third to Franchise. Dope battle. Look forward to seeing who y'all got next. I'm a fan of y'all now. That's what comes from this, you know what I mean? One thing in the battle you got to make sure that you put on, regardless of who won. I know guys that win and nothing happens because y'all didn't impress anybody. Joe and Franchise impressed me. I'm looking forward to the next battle. People on Facebook, stop giving it away. We follow you guys. Prep said he got Franchise next. That's what he said on Facebook. It's common knowledge to everyone on Facebook. So good luck with that, Franchise. See, a lot of these, that's what, see, a guy's like a Prep, he went through the mistakes. He knows what to do now. I'm telling you mistakes already. So when you get in there, it's not a Prep versus John. You don't want that to happen, right? Mr. Wade versus John. You have the errors right in front of you. Oh, I was too fast here. I got to slow it down there. You got the errors. Listen, I'm telling you. They all on your side now. But when you get bodied, they laugh. I'm saving you before you get bodied. Before you get bodied, I'm saving your life. You get in there, you freestyle, dump on your head, slam you around, slap you around the Hulk like the Hulk did low key and everyone else you be fighting. They're going to laugh at you and just tell you, well, what are we going to do with him? We're not going to see him for a year and on to the next one. Do you want that? Do you want that? That's not what you want. That's not for you. I'm telling y'all now. Switch it up a tad bit. Be poised in some areas. It's your boy Jay Black, AK Black Man. Shake my hand and thank you for watching. On to the next one. Black!
I be there, mama. They know who I am, mama. Still your little boy. To them, I'm the man, mama. Smile a bit. I shook a couple hands, mama. I'm getting there. I made a couple bands, mama.